problem ulit sa gears natin. Sahin ko lang. A triple threaded door has a pitch diameter of 4 inches and an actual pitch of 0.75 inch. To determine the lead angle. And so yung worm gear pag nagpapahanap ng lead angle, that is pretty much the same sa mga power threads natin sa mga threaded member. So when we are solving the lead angle, that is basically the same or similar dun sa threaded members. The tangent ng lead angle is lead divided by pi times the diameter. So sa mga threaded members, yung diameter na yan is mean diameter. Pero dito sa gears, yung diameter na yan is pitch diameter. So from the problem, yung pitch diameter natin is given na. That is yung 4 inches. So saan na yung lead pagdating sa mga worm gear? So yung lead pagdating sa worm gear is the same dun sa ating lead ng power thread or power screw. So ang lead sa power screw or sa threaded members is the number of threads times yung pitch. So sa worm, papalitan mo lang yun ang symbol. Yung pitch na tinutukoy dun sa worm gear natin is yung actual pitch. And so from the problem, given tayo ng actual pitch. Then yung gagamitin mong pitch para dun sa lead. Then yung number of threads naman, mga power screws, papalitan mo ng number of threads sa worm. And from the problem, that is triple threaded, so binigay na 3 yung number of threads. So therefore, kadirect sum lang natin yan. So meron tayo nito, tsaka ito. Para isang lagay lang sa calculator, input na natin dun sa formula ng lead angle. So magiging tangent lead angle is equivalent sa 3 triple threaded times actual pitch 0.75 over pi times pitch diameter na 4 inches. So kunin lang natin yung value ng lead angle. That is tangent ng lead angle is equivalent sa 3 times 0.75 divided by pi times 4. So shift solve lang natin yan. Kapag press nyo equals, makukuha na natin dyan yung value ng lead angle. So saan bakit hindi nakuha yung value ng nasa choices? So most likely, may ibang co-terminal angle nakuha yung problem natin. So ang gagawin natin para lumapit sa choices yung makukuha nating value, pag nag-shift solve tayo, gagamit tayo ng value sa choices. So not necessarily na tama yung mahulaan natin, but kailangan na malapit doon. So for example, ang kukunin natin 14.2. Pag press nyo equals, so atayin lang natin. Mag-a-arrive pa rin tayo doon sa tamang sagot. Ang point lang natin is gamitin yung nasa choices para yung value na makukuha nyo yung mga nasa choices natin. Okay, so yun yung ating letter E. So yun yung ating answer. Okay, so another problem sa gears natin. So basahin ko lang. So 2 cast iron bevel gears transmit 3 horsepower with a pitch line velocity of 860 feet per minute. The face speed of the gears is 0.75 inches. Calculate the dynamic load. The teeth are 14.5 involute and precision cut. So binigyan ka ng value ng C, which is basically a constant, referring to the type of finish na ginawa dun sa bevel gear. So since hinahanap yung dynamic loading for bevel gears can be solved by something similar dun sa tinatawag na Buckingham equation. So yung dynamic loading for a particular bevel gear is force plus 0.05 velocity times yung width, which is yung B, times yung constant na C, plus another force. Ito yung force na ito is tangential yan, divided by 0.05 V plus square root ng B plus BC plus F. So yung force natin dito na tinutukoy is the tangential loading. So katulad ng binabanggit natin sa mga lecture ng gears and kanina, pag sinahanap yung tangential loading, pwede mo makompute yan basta merong power. from the problem, merong given na power. So, pwede mo makompute yung tangential load. Sige, so compute muna natin yan. So, since given tayo dito ng power at 3 horsepower, tsaka velocity, then we can solve for the force by simply using yung formula natin sa mechanics. The power is equivalent to the force times velocity. So, yung power is 3 HP, yung velocity is 860 foot-pound, or rather, feet per minute. So, pag meron tayong horsepower na units sa power at per minute dun sa ating velocity, we need to convert yung mga units natin to accommodate yung horsepower natin. And the conversion na merong horsepower tsaka minute is 33,000. So, 1 HP minute divided by 33,000 foot-pound. And this will cancel out yung horsepower tsaka yung minutes. Ito yung feet natin. So, matitirang unit ay pounds. So, in this way, makukuha natin yung tamang unit ng hinahanap, which is so, direct sub mo lang, that is 3 horsepower, equals yung force, then mo lang x, times yung velocity, that is 860, then divided by yung conversion factor, at 33,000. So, pindutin lang natin yung shift solve para makuha natin yung value ng force is equivalent to 115.12 pounds. So, the problem with this is, hindi pa yan yung sagot. So, ang nakuha pa lang natin ay yung tangential loading na necessary dun sa formula. From the formula, kailangan pa natin ay velocity, yung width, tsaka yung constant factor na binigay dun sa problem. So, lahat yan nasa given. Kailangan lang natin gawin, i-direct sub. Direct sub lang natin. Bali, etong ating, as long as yung mga unit natin dito ay feet per minute, the inches, tapos ito pounds. So, yung unit naman ng itong buong to ay pounds din yung lalabas. Diba? So, ganun na yung ginawa dun sa formula. Kailangan nyo lang sundin yung particular units na nandun sa formula natin. Kapag hindi nakaganyan, then you needed to convert pa. Sige, so, kunin lang natin yung value ng dynamic loading. Bali, that is yung na-compute natin, 115.1 plus yung 0.05 times 860 and times 0.75. By the way, yung kailangan nyo pang i-consider dito, since this is Buckingham equation, so yung mga parameters natin such as yung, in this case yung C, diba yung constant factor natin ng gear, depende sa finish ng gear. So, sir, kailangan ba namin tandaan yun? So, not necessarily kailangan since yan naman ay pag board exam dapat given yan. Kasi kung hindi given yan, may table dapat na binibigay. So anyway, direct sum lang natin yan. Then, lagay lang natin yung values na kulang pa. After that, press nyo na equals, kukuha na natin yung answer ng dynamic loading. So that is 396.78 pounds. And from the choices, yan yung letter A natin.